Hey YouTube, this is Fish Game C back at you guys with another great video. Today we're going to be taking a look at episode 1 of City Skylines. This game is honestly like a ton of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Basically what I'm doing right now is we're looking into our water situation. I'm trying to figure out which way the water is flowing for the sewage. Where we're gonna actually collect water for our city. So after SimCity's kind of disaster, this game kind of came along a little bit after, and you know it's an amazing game. Honestly, I really enjoy it. It's a ton of fun. You have these tiles basically, which this is a tile view right here, and you can expand your city outside of the dashed line. So you can purchase these tiles around and keep growing your city pretty much for a while. I mean, much larger cities than SimCity, and I mean, you can just keep growing. So that's one thing I really love about it, is just the in-depth and how like in-depth this game truly is. So we're gonna work on getting some residential. I'm trying to kind of figure out where we're going to have industry, because industry is definitely something you have to think about due to the pollution. You know, you don't want to pollute your city, really. The other thing that I really want to work on is making sure that we have enough room in between to actually build. City layout is something that I want to try to get better at with this episode. So hopefully we can make that happen, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So I'm kind of making a grid-based system here. Trying to get it all set up in the way we want. That doesn't quite look straight, but that's okay. So just trying to build the basic grid system. We're going to need some power at some point. Power is definitely going to be really important. So there's the water direction. I think we're going to put the sewage right there so it'll kind of flow downstream away from the city almost. So we'll put our actual water supply up here, and we'll put the sewage down here just to make sure that our people of our amazing city aren't going to be gaining pollution or anything. The amazing city of Fish Game City. Haha. So that's going to be kind of interesting. We're going to get some water piping going. This is one of the cool things about this game is SimCity definitely didn't have this much detail. So I think it's just amazing that it has this much detail and you can actually plan out your water supply and where it's going. So I think that's really interesting and really fun to do. So really fascinating. I truly love this game. We are on pause right now, so it isn't actually doing anything right now. Let's see here. We're going to have to connect it going this way, and then we're going to just have to connect it like that again. There we go. So pretty much most of our city is covered. We're going to bring that out a little bit, and then we're going to connect the sewage. And there we go. So now we got our water system. We're going to have to get some energy going before we actually unpause it. So we're going to use some wind turbines. Just as kind of a clean way to get some energy, especially early game when you can't do a ton of stuff. So at some point we're probably going to switch to some not as clean forms of energy. We might switch to some different forms down the road, but for now we're just going to use wind. It's not the most environmentally, or it doesn't give you the most amount of energy, but for early game it definitely works out pretty well. So the other thing that I think is just so cool about this game is you do have to set up your power lines. So your power lines, I mean, if it doesn't connect to the city, then your city just isn't going to have power. So it's a lot more detailed, a lot more realistic than SimCity, which is something that, you know, I really appreciate that this game has done. So I think it's really interesting. I'm thinking kind of in that top left corner, we're probably going to have some industry. We're probably going to have some commercial here. We're going to put some residential kind of right once you get into the city. I might change that to commercial a little bit down the road, but for now it will do. I don't think that this is going to be like the main part of the city. We do have some nice like rivers and different sections that, I think might be nice to have like a huge kind of main part of the city. And then kind of have branches coming out from that. So I think we can make some cool designs, especially like cool bridges and stuff. So that's definitely going to be really exciting. The one thing I wish that they would update a little bit in this game, and maybe it's just my lack of knowledge, that's very possible, is the energy. If you have different sections of energy and they're not all connected, it'd be nice to see like which sections of energy need more power. It gives you the overall, like, you're not having enough power, but like it doesn't tell you like which sections aren't providing power. You have to make sure that they're all connected in order for those stats to be accurate, because you might have like one section that's producing a ton of energy, but it's just not connected to the other sections. So that's something that is pretty interesting. So people starting to move into our city. We have just over 100 citizens so far. We are losing quite a bit of money. We're at 26K. We're losing, let's see here, about $700 an hour, it looks like. It is looking like kind of in the lower part of the screen, residential is getting taken care of, but it does look like people are wanting some more jobs and some more industry. So we might have to fix that up a little bit. So as you can see, there's a power grid. So as more houses move in, the power area kind of expands. So I think that's something that's kind of cool and pretty realistic with the game. Usually when you build a house, you just connect it to the other house in the area, and then the power comes right through there. So river flowing. Oh, great. So we're going to have to pause here for a second. I forgot that our water sections need energy. So we're going to get a power line connected right through here, get that some energy. Then we'll lay down some power lines, and we'll get that some energy. After that, our water should work. Let's see here. Water. Yep, everyone needs water. And cool. So that did fix the problem there. So that's definitely really good. Wow, our industry, we need a lot of. We do have a lot of water and sewage availability and treatment. So that's definitely really good. Definitely going to help our city quite a bit. At some point, I'm going to have to figure out where exactly we're going to. I don't want to totally dump it into the sewage into the ocean. So we're going to have to figure out if there's like a lake or something, or some way around that that we can figure out. So I'm going to have to work on figuring that out. But again, industry is our biggest problem right now. So we're going to try to get some section kind of in this top left corner. I hope that this isn't permanent. I'm just going to make it right now, and then we're going to figure it out from there. We're going to kind of build a little section right here to get some industry going. Let's try. That looks good. It needs to be moved over a little bit. Just trying to line it all up perfectly so that they have enough room on either side. So let's see here. One more over. Ooh, one too far. Oh well. So yeah, so this is pretty much gonna be our industry section for right now. Again, I hope to move it down the road, so it's not kind of in this section. I don't want to pollute it, but we're gonna drag the huge industry section, and industry is allowed to be zoned there. Let's see here. We are gonna have to get some water to them. Let's build up some water infrastructure, get some pipes going that way. Industry is definitely moving in quickly. Definitely high demand for it, and when there's high demand, you want things to work out. So, oh man, and we don't have energy over either. And we are out of money. We only have $750. We are losing money. So I really should have thought about this before all this happened, but that didn't quite happen. So we're going to have to go and not sure exactly what we're going to do. We might have to lower the budget or something for energy and water. Let's see here. Energy is way overproducing. Same with water. So we might be able to turn down the budgets a little bit more. I'm going to try to do a little bit more zoning. Just to try to collect some more taxes here. I don't want to zone that close to industry though. So we're going to leave that unzoned for right now. I want to try to get more people in here. That way we can generate more tax dollars and try to get in the green, not the red. So that's definitely really important. Let's see here. Our budget. So we're going to turn down the energy usage down to 80% along with the water. So hopefully that'll help make us in the green. We are overproducing in both of those sections, so that should definitely help generate some profit. And there we go. We are officially in the green. Now we just have to generate enough money to make it happen. Sadly, you don't have loans. We don't have loans yet, so that does not help anything. So, let's see here. 1,400. Those last few people don't have water yet, but we need to get some electricity over there. Yeah. Taxes and loans we haven't gotten the ability to change yet. So that is one thing that I think is really cool about this game compared to SimCity is the fact that you can turn down your budget and help improve that is definitely something that is really cool. So there we go. We got some power. Now we gotta get some water. Let's see here. We need some water. There we go. Come on. We're almost there. Generate a little bit more money. We got this. Collect more taxes. There we go. Cool. I want to try to finish this section off here. 215, 263. Ooh, cool. So we leveled up. This is level 2 we are now at. So leveling up in this game is really important. You get more access to more buildings. You get access to loans. You get access to quite a bit. So it's definitely really important. I wonder why there's no electricity. Ooh, man, we're in the red. So we gotta generate some more electricity. Let's turn that up. Oh, man, we don't want it to be 150%. Let's see here. Too bad you can't just type in values. You have to kind of get the slider right accurate, which is kind of annoying at times. Maybe you can just click on that value and change it. I haven't looked, though. We're going to also increase the water production, give the budget a little bit more fat. So, just really quickly, we're now in the green. We now have $20,000 in the bank that we can use to grow our city. Let's see here. We're on fast speed. 461 citizens, so things are looking pretty good. We are still short on energy, so we're going to build some more wind turbines, trying to harness the wind power to get some more energy to these people. Cool, so now we're in the green. Not enough workers. It's not really requiring a lot of residential, which is kind of weird. We got to get some garbage landfill, though, which definitely does pollute quite a bit. But we're going to put it right over there. Sadly, it does have to be somewhat close to people. So green section, it looks like it will cover that whole section, but that is something that sucks. It is a lot of pollution, but at the same time, it has to be close to people, so or else the garbage trucks can't get to it. So I think that's pretty interesting. I wish that you could have like a separate site almost where the garbage trucks were located versus the actual landfill. We can have the landfill pretty far away, but the trucks near the people, I think that would be a good way to solve that problem. That is pretty much going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. It truly means a lot. We're going to have more City Skylines episodes coming soon, so stay tuned. This is just the beginning of Fish Game City and City Skylines. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. This is Fish Game City, signing out.